And thank you for joining us on this edition of our live All the Angles program. The U.S. China Spectrum Roundtable, under the auspices of the U.S. China Joint Commission on Commerce and Trade, is a workshop between the China Ministry of Industry and Information Technology and the U.S. Department of Commerce. The idea behind the JCCT, as it's called, is to share ideas and experiences about how to plan and proceed with ICT issues on a global scale. Here to tell us more about the U.S. China Spectrum Roundtable is Mary Brown, the Director of Government Affairs for Cisco Systems, and also the co-sponsor for yesterday's roundtable. Also on the program is Mark Unkefer, Director of Regulatory and Government Affairs at TIA. And panelists, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You've both been with us in our studio before, so we do appreciate you coming back and giving us your time. And I know you're both extremely busy with the elections impending and, of course, your own things to cover as well. So let's get started. We did have the U.S. China Spectrum Roundtable, as you know, yesterday. There was an interesting quote at the very top of that discussion and that roundtable that I wanted to reiterate. I had a chance to jot it down as I was there as well. A Chinese delegate, and Mary, I'll ask you this question first. A Chinese delegate said, quote, "The number one developed country and the number one developing country must communicate to create something extraordinary." What did you infer from that statement?
What I took away from that is the Chinese recognize that as technology leaders, the U.S. is second to none. This is the home of wireless technology. It continues to be the leader in developing wireless technology, not just the equipment and the handsets, but increasingly the applications that run over these smart devices and so on. And so they recognize that. They also recognize, however, the power of the size of their market at 1 billion people. That is a scale economy that the U.S. cannot compete with. So together, if we work together, we can both benefit.
Mark?
Well, yes, and just picking up what Mary said, is the advantages of working together is if we can harmonize the use of spectrum, and use the same spectrum for the same function. This helps drive down the cost of devices and the chips in the devices, because you don't have to come up with separate equipment, separate devices for each market. You'll be able to get the benefits of scale of being able to mass produce in the world market.
Now, something else, Mary, that I noticed at the very top of the event was the Spectrum delegation, for the most part anyway, claimed that they don't have the same spectrum issues that we have right now, but there was a great concern that the Chinese government wouldn't release the necessary spectrum to support their network and the global network. A bit of a dichotomy there and paradox. What do you have to say about that?